She scoffed again, or coughed. It was hard to discern through the stink of smoke.
I don't know where your stupid cat is.
She indicated a sink piled with broken dishes.
It's probably under that lot.
She lit a cigarette and continued killing herself. Is he outside? Thomas asked, keen for some fresh air.
How should I know? I haven't been out there myself since the late 70s.
Thomas opened a back door that looked onto a small area paved in rubbish, some of which popped up a fence that was in no state to define boundaries. He looked fondly at the remnants of a tree which he used to swing from as a child, up until his mother had it poisoned and burnt. He called his cat, but there was no sound other than the muffled pop of dead rats caught beneath layers of discarded asbestos and fossilised stratification of newspapers. Despite the grey and mould, the sky above was blue, and he smiled at having the courage to finally leave home. He returned indoors, uncertain whether he should check his room, despite having grown up in it. His mother hadn't been happy about him leaving, despite consistently telling him to fuck off. "Should I check in my room?" he called, worried what she might have done to it, considering the screams and punches she'd thrown the last time he was in it.
It's no longer your room.
"But have you turned it into a study then?" he asked.
What do I need a study for? I'm not some stupid wanker.
Well, it's nice to have a study.
That's because you're a stupid wanker.
Thomas sighed. "We've been over this, Mother." He looked at its door and the remnants of sticky tape that had once held up pictures he'd done on the rare occasions he'd gone to school, until she'd burnt them also. "I'm not a stupid wanker," he said. "I just find being here rather suffocating, that's all."
An ungrateful, stupid wanker.
"Mother, I'm 36. I can't stay home forever. We've been over this."
Tosser.
"I'm not a tosser."
Fucking ungrateful, stupid, wanky tosser.
"Mother, please. This isn't helping anyone." He put a hand upon what was left of the door's handle. "And anyway, you've been telling me to leave for ages."
That's because you're such a fucking stupid, wanking tosser.
"I'm not a tosser, Mother. You know that. You're just trying to get me upset."
Fuckwit.
"I'm not going to rise to it, Mother. Moving out has been a good thing. It's made me see things differently."
Oh, you retard,
she said.
You sound like such a fucking retarded, stupid, wanking tosser. No wonder you can't get a girlfriend. Any woman who'd accidentally look at you would wonder whether you even have a penis.
"Mother!"
Despite the fact that you look like a dick.
"I do not look like a dick."
You do. You look like a small dick that doesn't work.
"You know," said Thomas, opening the door, "it's only since moving out that I've realised how unhelpful that sort of talk is." He didn't get any further, and instead threw a hand over his mouth and stared at a room he didn't recognise. Its walls, once a cadaver shade of grey, were completely wallpapered in thick wads of clotted newspaper, as was his bed and the ceiling, the latter covered in brown lumps of papier-mâché that looked like massive infestations of wasp nests. The air was damp with ink and rotting paper, some of which had liquefied and run in dark oil across what had once been a carpet, but now looked even more geothermal than the kitchen table. Sick squirted between his fingers, and he collapsed to the floor, where he breathed heavily until an asthma attack prevented both.